Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Kamla says ministers must cover their own housing if they don't live near the capital. Fair, but hold up. What about Tobago MPs? They gonna paddle to Port of Spain every week? MPs meet in Trinidad often, but this highlights the need for that Tobago autonomy bill, so the sister isle can manage more of its own affairs and stop getting sidelined. Yes, MPs should spend time in both their constituency and the capital.
Tobago will no longer be a ward, it will be an island of equal status of Trinidad. That must be defined. And in defining that, somewhere there must be the caveat that says Tobagonians will have the right to self-determination from the passage of this bill forward.
But why we only see some around election time? And who really should pay for the back and forth? Kamla's comments coming up, so stay tuned. Drop your take, like and subscribe for Real Talk with Real Vibes.
And I have directed my own ministers, don't ask for no state-funded housing, please. Don't. The country is not so large that you need to have a house in Port of Spain paid for by taxpayers. There are people who don't even have a house. You want to have two, your own house and one in town? No. Some might vex with me, but I will stick firmly to that. And I'll tell you why. Ministers have a housing allowance paid for by the state. If you want house in town, go and pay your own rent. You all agree? Pay your rent. Why must the taxpayer pay your rent when they can't pay their own rent? They don't even have a place to stay. That should not continue to happen. We have to cut costs. So, state-funded housing, you want house, pay for house. Agreed? Let's pay for it. And they all agreed today. Maybe they didn't like what I said, but they agreed, and I'll keep them to it. Our country is not that big. You can drive.
She also addressed the issue of where she'll be based.
I want to assure you, I will be working out of facilities in Port of Spain. I'll be working out of facilities in central Trinidad because we do have, from when last we were in government, we established a cabinet room in central. It was then the Ministry of Tertiary Education. It is now Ministry of Agriculture. There is a cabinet room there. I will be working out of South Trinidad because we had also established a cabinet room upstairs of the teaching hospital. I've asked the Minister of Health to find out for me what is the condition of that. But I'm told the one at Central is still in good order. And I will be operating out of Tobago. I'm told there's a beautiful facility in the island of Tobago. We will also work out of Tobago. And most definitely, I will work out of my own home. I do not receive a housing allowance, so I do not have to pay myself to use my own home. So let you rest your brain on that, because some people feel like getting money to use my own home. No. So we have North, we have Central, we have South, we have Tobago, and there may be others. So we'll use the facilities. So there are two things about that. Whichever one is more convenient or necessary at any given point in time, we'll choose that one. Okay? The other point will be, there's some things that may be more conducive, North, South, Central Tobago, but it's also sharing our governance with a wide cross-section of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. So it is not that we are, say people like a cloistered virtue and we come into Port of Spain. And no. The country does not begin and end at the lighthouse. It does not begin and end at the lighthouse. Yes, we cross the lighthouse and come up here, but there are other parts of the country we need to service. And when we do go into those areas, we can meet when we use the facilities in these various parts of the islands, where we can meet people.
To come to the Parliament, the PDP will embark on 7 public meetings, and we will be speaking about the right to self-determination and not the gift of autonomy. Autonomy is a gift. You could give it or not give it. We don't want more rights. That is what autonomy is, more rights. And they determine what they are going to give you, if it's too much. Self-determination says you have all the rights.
The PDP leader informed the party will be meeting with the public on the matter.
What we need to do is to take that bill in Parliament, as I said, And there's a part of the preamble that says Tobago will no longer be a ward, it will be an island of equal status of Trinidad. That must be defined. And in defining that, somewhere there must be the caveat that says Tobagonians will have the right to self-determination from the passage of this bill forward.